What's up, guys? This is Renegade, and welcome back to RGR. As always, if you have any recommendations for games that I should play, old or new, or if you have any recommendations on how the channel can get better, you just let me know, drop it in the comments, and I'll work on it. The rating system, I know it isn't perfect, so if you have any recommendations on how I can make it better, any more categories to add or take away, just let me know. And with that being said, today I will be reviewing. Okay, guys, today's review will be short, sweet, and to the point because we're talking about Borderlands 4, and anybody that has ever played Borderlands knows it's Borderlands. You get crazy, wacky fun, and it's looter shooter. You know, you can play for hours and hours. At the time of recording this, I had 66 hours played in the game, and I've never been the biggest fan of Borderlands. But this one was pretty fun. I had some fun with it, playing solo and with some friends. There's not a whole lot of added input that I have with this game before the ratings, but other than one of the bosses, Vile Lictor, I fought him second. His staging was so drawn out. You know, a lot of these boss fights, you fight 2, 3 rooms of enemies and then you go to the boss. This one, there's like 7 or 8 different rooms that you had to go through before you finally got to the boss. That's my only little drawback. It was like, oh, another wave, another wave. I was getting tired of it. I'm like, where's the boss at? So let's get into these ratings here. Gameplay. Gameplay's fun. Like I said, if you ever played a Borderlands game, you get more Borderlands with this. Now, I do enjoy with this game, it's more open world. There's one big world. You can go around it, do whatever you want. Side quests, main quests, world bosses that pop up. And I think the other ones, I played all of them except for Borderlands 1, I think. And the other ones, I'm pretty sure you had to, teleport to different small worlds and go there. This one's one big world. I did enjoy that. That's my cup of tea. It might not be for everybody. I knocked down gameplay 0.5 because of launch issues. It was, once you played for an hour or two, the frame rate dropped drastically. You'll probably see some of this in some of these clips. So I gave gameplay a 7 out of 10. Multiplayer / co-op, awesome. Borderlands handles multiplayer very well. No matter what level you are, you jump in with friends, and the enemies you're fighting are your level, and the enemies they're fighting are their level. I don't know how they pull that off or work that. I'm not any type of programmer, but it's awesome how they do that. Multiplayer / co-op, I gave a 9.5 out of 10 because Borderlands does it very well. Story, I quite enjoyed the story. You know, it's nothing revolutionary, but I enjoyed your fight against the timekeeper. You start off and you break out of prison and you go and help the resistance take over this planet that you're on. And timekeeper runs the planet, of course, through pure domination and through these chips that he has in everybody's head. And you fight the timekeeper and his lackeys, take over the world. It's good fun. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Replayability, once again, can't get much better with Borderlands. I mean, there's always a better weapon to get. They have seasonal updates to add more things into the game. Replayability, I had to give it a 10 because you can just keep playing Borderlands. It's not a game, you can play it forever if you want, like Destiny or another MMO. So replayability, I gave a 10 out of 10. Monetary value, it's $70, like most new games come out today. I think with Borderlands, you get a lot of content. So, monetary value, I gave an 8.5 out of 10. And then, overall fun, this might ruffle some feathers. It's a little lower because, like I said, Borderlands isn't my type of game per se. I play it for a little bit and I put it down. That's usually it. You know, I got the 66 hours, beat the campaign, played a lot of side stuff. Probably won't revisit it because, like I said, not my. If you love Borderlands, you're gonna love this game. You're gonna play it over and over and over again for hours, endless hours, because that's the type of game it is. You can keep playing it. For me, that's not my cup of tea. So overall fun, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Now that brings the overall rating to an 8.17 out of 10. And that's very solid. This game, there's a lot of fun to be had with it, with friends or solo, or you can jump in with randoms. Now, it's not going to be, if you don't like Borderlands, might not be your favorite. If you like Borderlands, you're going to love this game. Hopefully, they fix the lagging issues and the frame rate issues by now, but who knows. So, with that being said, if you have any recommendations on how I can make this channel better or any recommendations on games I should play, just drop a comment below. Let me know what they are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.